Join me as I challenge myself to activate my faith every single day this week and see what daily miracles unfold. Faith is a powerful force that can transform our lives in ways we never thought possible. When we have faith, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities and experiences that can be truly life-changing. It's not just about going to church or praying before meals. It's about living a life that's guided by a deeper sense of purpose and trust. By embracing faith, we can start to see the world in a new light and experience daily miracles that might have otherwise gone unnoticed. These daily miracles can show up in many different forms: a beautiful sunrise that lifts our spirits, a chance encounter with a friend that brings joy to our day, or even a simple moment of peace in the midst of chaos. When we're open to faith, we start to see that these moments are not just coincidences, but actually a manifestation of a larger plan at work in our lives. The thing is, faith isn't just about what we believe, it's also about how we live our lives. When we choose to trust in something greater than ourselves, we begin to experience a sense of freedom and peace that can be incredibly powerful. Our faith can help us navigate life's challenges with more ease and confidence, and it can even give us the strength to overcome obstacles that might otherwise seem insurmountable. By cultivating faith and being open to daily miracles, we can start to live a life that's more authentic, more meaningful, and more fulfilling. We can start to see the world as a place of wonder and awe, where anything is possible and every day is a gift. Doubts and fears can be some of the biggest obstacles to experiencing daily miracles. When we're worried or uncertain, it's easy to get caught up in negative thoughts and lose sight of the good things that are happening around us. I think we've all been there at some point, feeling stuck or uncertain about our lives, and struggling to see a way forward. It's natural to have questions and doubts. In fact, it's a normal part of the faith journey. But when we let those doubts consume us, we can start to feel disconnected from the world around us and from our own sense of purpose. We might start to wonder if faith is really worth it, or if it's just a way of avoiding the problems of the world. One of the main reasons we might struggle to see daily miracles is that we're not looking for them. We're so caught up in our busy lives and our worries about the future that we forget to pay attention to the present moment. We might be so focused on what we don't have that we forget to appreciate what we do have. It's also possible that we're looking for miracles in all the wrong places. We might be waiting for some kind of dramatic or earth-shattering event, when in reality, daily miracles are often much more subtle. They might show up in a kind word from a friend, a beautiful sunset, or a good cup of coffee on a busy morning. Sometimes, our doubts and fears can be rooted in past experiences. Maybe we've been hurt or disappointed in the past, and it's hard for us to trust again. Or maybe we've been let down by people or circumstances, and it's hard for us to see that God or a higher power is really working in our lives. But the truth is that faith isn't about having all the answers, it's about being willing to take a step into the unknown. When we're willing to trust and take risks, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities and experiences that can be truly life-changing. As we journey through life, we're constantly faced with choices and challenges that can either draw us closer to or further from our faith. When we choose to trust and have faith, we start to see that even in the darkest moments, there is always hope. And I think that's one of the most powerful things about faith. It's not just about what we believe, but also about how we live our lives. When we choose to live with faith and integrity, we start to experience a sense of purpose and direction that can guide us through even the toughest times. So how do we start to see daily miracles in our lives? It starts with being present and paying attention to the world around us. It starts with being open to new experiences and possibilities, and with trusting that God or a higher power is working in our lives. For me, faith has been a journey of discovery and growth. It's been a process of learning to trust and let go, and of finding peace and purpose in the midst of uncertainty. And I think that's what I love most about faith. It's not just a set of beliefs or practices, but a way of living that's guided by a deeper sense of purpose and trust. When I think about daily miracles, I think about the little things that make life worth living. I think about the beauty of nature, the kindness of strangers, and the love of friends and family. I think about the moments of peace and joy that come from being present and fully engaged in the world around us. One of the most powerful daily miracles I've experienced is the sense of community and connection that comes from being part of a faith community. When we're surrounded by people who support and encourage us, we start to feel a sense of belonging and purpose that can be incredibly powerful. Faith has a way of transforming our lives in unexpected ways. It can give us the strength to overcome obstacles, the courage to take risks, and the wisdom to navigate life's challenges. And I think that's what I love most about faith. It's not just a set of beliefs or practices, but a way of living that's guided by a deeper sense of purpose and trust. I've seen daily miracles show up in my life in many different ways, in the kindness of strangers, in the beauty of nature, and in the love of friends and family. And I think that's what I love most about faith. It's not just about what we believe, but also about how we live our lives. Miracles are happening all around us, every day. They're hidden in plain sight, waiting for us to notice and appreciate them. And I think that's one of the most powerful things about faith. It helps us to see the world in a new light, and to experience daily miracles that might have otherwise gone unnoticed. So what does it mean to live a life of faith and to experience daily miracles? For me, it means being open to new experiences and possibilities, and trusting that God or a higher power is working in my life. It means being present and fully engaged in the world around me, and finding peace and purpose in the midst of uncertainty. I recall a particularly moving story of a friend who was going through a tough time in her life. She had lost her job, was struggling to make ends meet, and was feeling hopeless and uncertain about her future. But then something shifted inside of her. She started to focus on the things she was grateful for, and she began to see the world in a new light. As she started to trust and have faith, she began to experience daily miracles in her life. She got a new job that was a better fit for her, she met new friends who supported and encouraged her, and she started to feel a sense of purpose and direction that she hadn't felt in a long time. Stories like my friend's remind me of the power of faith and the importance of being open to daily miracles. When we're willing to trust and take risks, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities and experiences that can be truly life-changing. Faith has a way of giving us a new perspective on life. It helps us to see that even in the darkest moments, there is always hope. And I think that's one of the most powerful things about faith. It's not just about what we believe, but also about how we live our lives. In the end, faith is about trusting that God or a higher power is working in our lives, even when we can't see it. It's about being open to daily miracles, and finding peace and purpose in the midst of uncertainty. And I think that's what I love most about faith. It's a way of living that's guided by a deeper sense of purpose and trust. To recap, daily miracles are all around us, waiting for us to notice and appreciate them. When we have faith, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities and experiences that can be truly life-changing. We start to see the world in a new light, and we begin to experience a sense of peace and purpose that can guide us through even the toughest times. Faith is a journey, not a destination. It's a way of living that's guided by a deeper sense of purpose and trust. And I think that's what I love most about faith. It's not just about what we believe, but also about how we live our lives. So I want to leave you with a challenge today. I want to encourage you to start looking for daily miracles in your own life. Start paying attention to the little things that make life worth living. Start trusting that God or a higher power is working in your life, even when you can't see it. And if you have a story about a daily miracle you've experienced, I want to hear about it. Share it with me in the comments below, and let's encourage each other to keep looking for the good things in life. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, so you can stay up to date on all my latest videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.